Let's start with arguably the most important element of a screenshot, the field of view. The field of view can either make a shot look really cinematic or really stupid. I see a lot of people using either 60, 70, or even 80 field of view, and it's just not a good look for a screenshot. It makes the car look warped in the background and just looks too wide and far away, in my opinion. You shouldn't even go above 50. This is probably the most you should be going with your field of view. Personally, I go around 30. That's what I do for all my thumbnails and screenshots. And it's just like the perfect, it's not too far, it's not too wide, it's just that good middle ground. And you should not be going below 30 unless you're trying to do some sort of crazy macro shot. So I'm gonna leave it right at 30 for the rest of the video. Personally, I don't really use roll that much. It's usually good for motion shots with motion blur, but in some scenarios, it can really help fit a big car in a smaller frame. So I'll leave it like this for the rest of the video. Time of day is super important. You should spend a lot of time adjusting this and finding that perfect sweet spot. Sunrises and sunsets always have good lighting, but don't overuse it. And if you can, try and get that perfect sweet spot right where the chrome shines for the shot. As for filters, I literally never use these. I guess they are kind of cool. 8-bit. That just looks distorted. All right, bloom. Bloom is actually pretty simple to work with. As long as the paint isn't too bright and the sky isn't glowing, okay, that's way too much. Get that nice sweet spot. See where the chrome and the paint can shine a little bit. Perfect right there. Depth of field can be a bit tricky. It usually comes down to taste, but basically far blur strength obviously means more blur in the back. Focus distance changes how far that blur goes. And the aperture basically just makes it even more blurry. That's 0, that's 100. And you can use near blur strength too if you want to focus on something far away, the car's blurry, and then I take like the far blur strength and you can focus on the trees out there. So maybe if you want to do like a shot where you can see the headlights of this car and then there's another car in the distance, you can use it like that. But we're not going to do that. We're going to just do some far blur strength. And don't do it too much because you can see the ghosting on top of the car. Make sure to turn down the far blur strength just a bit so that doesn't happen. Ambient inclusion is basically just like the shadows at the bottom of the car, and you can also change the shadows and other things around you like the trees and the bushes and stuff. Contrast basically just makes it more black. Don't do it too much though because that'll just look unrealistic. Radius, basically, I don't know. Here, you can see the difference here. It kind of just like adds more, I guess. And you always want to turn the quality from normal up to high. You can see it looks like less splotchy under the car when you turn up to high. And there is one mod that can help you with screenshots. It's called the CK Graphics mod. With this mod, you can enable higher quality GTAO, which basically is that ambient inclusion quality at the bottom of the car. You can do higher shadow resolution, which sharpens up those shadows. Higher terrain quality, which I've never seen a difference with this, but enable it if you can. And then there is the higher reflection resolution, which basically takes your reflection quality and turns it all the way up to the max. Okay, so my game crashed literally right before I did the screenshot. So we didn't get the finished result, but that's fine because we got through the whole video anyway. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon with some more tutorials.